In this video, I'm sharing my favorite high-end products that I think are actually worth buying. Hey guys, this is Sneha here at Beautylashes19, and today I'm excited to bring you my favorite high-end products that are truly tried and tested and I really think are worth the money. I will go over each product and also explain why or what I like about that particular product. So let's get started. Now mind you, these products are not in any particular order, but they are in category. So the first category is tools. So they are makeup brushes. And by far my favorite brushes of all the brushes that I own are the Wayne Cause brushes. In particular, I wanted to mention these brushes, which are his new eye set, which were released a few months ago. These are especially great for eyes that are hooded or partially hooded like mine. So if I come closer, you can see that when I look straight ahead, you have that fleshy portion of the eye, and traditional brushes just don't create that crease makeup that you're going for. So these tiny brushes are just perfect to fit in that area and also great for going under the lash line without irritating the skin. Yes, these are expensive, but we're talking about high-end products, aren't we? So the next category is foundation. And this particular product is not the best for oily skin, and I've done a full in-depth review about this foundation. But I just absolutely love the look of the skin after applying this foundation. So this is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I'll link the review that I've done for it in the card right here, and everything will be also listed in the description box below. Doesn't really look like foundation, it just looks like beautiful skin. So that's why I picked this particular foundation in this category. Next category is face powder. And I picked the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. I have so many shades in this and it's just beautiful. It's an oldie but a goodie. It's just such a nice smooth texture of a powder. Just glides on so well on the skin. Even if you don't use this powder for setting your face, I would recommend using this as a finishing powder. So after you've done with your traditional powder to set your face and have that powdery look, just go over with a light brush and go in with this product, and you will again get that beautiful skin-like glow to the face, if that makes sense. So that's why this is the pick for face powders. Next category is eye primer. And although NARS is a controversial brand right now, this is the primer that works on my oily eyelids. There is no other eye primer. I wish there was something that's cheaper or even more expensive. I would switch to that, but hands down, this is the only primer that works on my oily eyelids. If you have any other recommendations that works on your oily eyelids, please let me know. But so far, of all the eye primers I've tried, this is the only one that works for me. So like today, I didn't bother to use this, and you can see how badly the eyeshadow is already starting to crease and lose its intensity in my crease or socket area. The oils are coming through, so that's exactly what doesn't happen when I use this. So this is my pick for eye primer. Next category is eyeshadows. When I thought of eyeshadows, one brand stood out to me, and especially some of their newer palettes. The brand is Viseart. There should be no surprises because I love their eyeshadows. And I have a couple of palette recommendations for you guys. The first recommendation would be these Theory palettes that I have from Viseart. This is in the shade Chroma, which I use for mostly doing smoky eyes, and this is my absolute favorite from the Theory line, which is the shade Minx. It has these beautiful neutrals on one side, matte neutrals, and these gorgeous golden coppery burgundy tones, I guess, on the eye that just looks beautiful across different skin tones and different eye colors. So these are some of the palettes that I would recommend from Viseart. But if you had to pick one palette from Viseart and you didn't want to spend $45, I would highly recommend, just to experience Viseart eyeshadows, just go pick the Petite Pro palette. This is such an amazing tiny little palette. You can see I have small hands and this palette still looks so tiny, but it has all the essentials. You have your row of matte neutrals. You also have this beautiful dark shade that you can use as an eyeliner as well. and these beautiful shimmery shades. The pigmentation is beautiful, blendability is beautiful, just everything is right about this palette. So these little eyeshadows also pop out in case you want to put it into your Z palette or any other palette that you may have. You want to consolidate your eyeshadows, this is excellent. This is also amazingly travel friendly because it's so tiny. You have these eyeshadows, you get a small mirror with it, and it packs to this tiny little compact little palette. It's so cute and beautiful. I absolutely love this one. Next is eye pencils, and without a doubt, these are the only ones that last on my eyes. Now, I should tell you that I have very sensitive, watery eyes, so my eyes tend to water a lot, especially when exposed to sunlight or wind, I don't know what. So my eyes are constantly watery, and as a result, very few products, if any, last on my waterline. So I was more than delighted when I first used these pencils and they actually lasted on my waterline. So I went ahead and ordered all the shades possible. So I have all 6 shades of the Charlotte Tilbury Rock and Coal eye pencils, and I have a backup of this black one because it's shrinking. And this is the shade that I use the most, but these are absolutely fantastic. If you have watery eyes, I would highly recommend trying these. These are supposed to be a waterproof formula that gives you 30 seconds to blend if you want to apply it on your lash line before it sets, and gives you a wear time for about 14 hours. Next category is concealer, and this is one product that stayed the same favorite concealer over the past few years, and it's the Kevyn Aucoin Essential Skin Enhancer. So this little tub retails for $48, which seems like a ton for a concealer, but it comes with 18 grams of product, and I've had this for, I want to say, at least 2 to 3 years, and you can see I've barely used say about 20% of this jar. I still have so much product remaining, as you can tell. It is super pigmented, it blends beautifully, it stays put once it's set, and it's just amazing. It even lasts on my oily skin, so it's a really good product, and a little goes a long way. And when I say a little, it's just like a dab is all you need to probably cover half of your face. Also, this product is quite versatile. You can mix it in with your moisturizer and use it as a foundation as well, so I really enjoy using this product. Next category is blushes, and for my oily skin, this is probably the best blush. So this is by Tarte. It's their Amazonian clay blush, I guess. And these are supposed to last for up to 12 hours. But I've seen that these blushes, doesn't matter if these are the light shades or the really dark pigmented shades, all of them last beautifully on the skin throughout the day. So Tarte blushes are my pick for top blushes. The next category is highlighters. And because I have oily skin, when I think of highlighters for my skin, I want something that's not chunky or does not have glitter particles on it. Something that's smooth, finely milled, something that's subtle yet can be built upon. So that's the kind of highlighters I tend to gravitate towards. In terms of liquid highlighters, I love these Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector liquid, I guess they're called. And I have a range of shades from them. These are the sample kits that came out during the holidays, and these are just lovely. You can use them either on their own, just started wherever you need a subtle highlight. I don't have any highlighter on today because I'm doing a foundation review, but these are just beautiful on their own, or these can be mixed with your foundation to give your skin an all-over glow without looking oily, if that makes sense. And their pressed versions are also fantastic. I really love them, and if you have my skin tone or similar, I highly recommend the shade Champagne Pop, which looks like this. It has this golden peachy undertones. And the second one is Opal, which looks like this. It's more of a champagne color, I guess. So those are my picks for highlighters. Next category is lip products, and I'm a lip junkie, so I couldn't just include one, so I have 3 picks for you. First product I have is good for anybody who's a lipstick or lip product lover. It is this beautiful Anastasia Lip Palette Volume 1, and I've got so much use out of this. It is beautiful. You get about 18 shades for $48, and I picked this up during the VIB Rouge sale, so I got 20% off of the original price. But I will totally repurchase this once I run out of this, because not only are these shades, the 2 rows, quite wearable shades, but you have this row which has primary shades, which you can use with basically any lipstick to alter the hue or the shade of that lipstick. So I absolutely love this palette, and I've got, as I said before, so much use out of it. The only con about this palette is you can't get individual shades, so that's something I hope Anastasia comes up with, because that would be great, because I can see myself getting so much use out of certain shades more than others. The other 2 picks I have are liquid lipsticks, and it should come as no surprise. It's these 2. One is the Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipsticks, matte ones, and then this is the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Lipsticks. And I have a full review and swatch video of the Smashbox one. I'll link it right here and also in the description box below if you'd like to check them out. And if you'd like to see the Huda Beauty in the shade Heartbreaker, I have a top red liquid lipstick video which I'll link right here. So those were my picks for lipsticks. And then finally, this is not a makeup product, but it's a perfume, I guess, so I decided to include it. It's the Jo Malone perfume, and this is the Nectarine, Bloom and Honey one. I love this guy. It has floral scent, and I don't know how else to describe this. It's just very subtle and pleasant when I think of this, and I love this. I'm not a big fan of strong perfumes. They give me a headache, so this one is just perfect. It's very subtle and I love it. So those were all my picks for high-end makeup. Let me know if you have any favorites that you'd recommend for me that I've not tried out yet. I will be making a part 2 for this where I include skincare products, so high-end skincare products which are worth splurging on, especially if you have oily and acne and scarring like my skin does. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching. It's getting dark here in the UK, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye!
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me.